Straight lines of special significance. Following straight lines have special significance while we work through graphs. It's better if you remember the following straight lines and their graphs. For example, the line y is equal to x that divides the first and the third quadrant. We will draw the graph for this line. Let's get started. As step 1 of the procedure for drawing graph of any straight line, we always isolate y. But here for this equation, y is already isolated. So let's get started here. From the given equation is y equal to x. So there is nothing to isolate. Y is already isolated. We directly go on to the table of values and assume few values of x. And let's get started with -2 and then -1, then 0, then 1, then 2 and 3. These are enough values around origin. As y is equal to x, so at x is equal to -2, y being equal to x is also equal to -2. Similarly, at x equal to -1, y is equal to -1. So whatever the value of x is, y has the same value. Therefore, the values of the dependent variable y would be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. The ordered pairs we can have from this table of values would be x, y, -2, -2. This would be -2, -2. Then would be -1, -1. Then 0, 0. Then 1, 1. And the next ordered pair would be 2, 2, and the last one would be like 3, 3. If we draw these ordered pairs on graph paper, let's see what kind of graph we get. For this purpose, we'll need a Cartesian coordinate plane, and let's draw the Cartesian coordinate plane here. And for this, we're going to have this line here, and that's enough. And if this is the Cartesian coordinate plane, let's label the x-axis as these are positive x-axis, these are negative x-axis, and here on the upper side, these are positive y-axis, and these are negative y-axis, y dash, and then this is origin. And now the ordered pair of values we have is, let's start from -2, -2. So -2 is abscissa. Abscissa is -2, and the ordinate is -2 as well. So for abscissa, we can only move left or right. If the abscissa is negative, we will move toward left. If abscissa is positive, we will move toward right from the origin. So -2 being negative, we go 2 units to the left of the origin. And then for drawing the ordinate, because it's -2, we are going to move downward 2 units. So that's where we get here. And now we are going to name this point as A and write its coordinates -2, -2. And the next coordinate -1, -1 will be right here. 0, 0 will be here. 1, 1 will be right here. And 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. All these values are, if we can visualize a straight line through them, that's what we can do here is we can draw a line joining these points, and that's what we get here is a straight line passing through all these points, and let's call this line y equal to x. This is a special line y is equal to x which divides the first and the third quadrant. Remember this, that anytime if you are given equation, you should be able to visualize its graph, that this straight line y is equal to x divides the first and the third quadrant. Similarly, if we have the line y is equal to minus x, that will divide the second and the fourth quadrant in two halves. So we can similarly do the procedure and then draw the graph of this line through here. If we can take that, and it always passes through the origin as well. So this is the line, and its equation is going to be y is equal to minus x. Y is equal to minus x. This is the line that will divide the second and the fourth quadrant. So this is fourth quadrant. So these are lines, they continue to extend on either side. So let's make little arrows there to indicate that these lines continue to move on either side by definition of line. And now the third line is y is equal to 5. These lines also have special significance because y is equal to 5 is a line parallel to x-axis. In fact, any line y is equal to k where x is absent, there is no x variable in the equation, that line is parallel to x-axis, and y is equal to 5 mean that this line is parallel to x-axis 5 units above the x-axis, because here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on these points here, every point on this line, the height which is equal to y is equal to 5. For all of these points, y is equal to 5. No matter what is value for x, the y is always 5. If you take this, this is 0, this is 0, 5, this is 1, 5, this is 2, 5. So if we write these points 1, 5, 2, 5, and similarly all the points on this line have y equal to 5. Therefore, if we draw a line through these points, that will be like this, and it will continue to go on either side. This is, let's write down its equation, y equal to 5. So this is the line y is equal to 5. If y is equal to 4, then this will be 4 units above the x-axis. But what will be the line of equation of the x-axis itself? That will be y equal to 0. So the x-axis themselves have the equation y is equal to 0. Similarly, the last question is x equal to minus 3. Where is x equal to minus 3 to begin with? The x is equal to minus 3 right here, and in fact for every point on this line, a horizontal distance of all these points from y-axis is minus 3. Therefore, if we draw a line through these points, that line will have x equal to minus 3 always. So this is minus 3 abscissa, and 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So this will be minus 3 4. This point will be minus 3 3. This point will be minus 3 2. This will be minus 3 1, and this point will be minus 3 0. Therefore, all the points on this line will have x equal to minus 3. So if we draw a line through all these points, that will give us a line x equal to minus 3. So therefore, this line is x equal to minus 3. And if we go toward left, x equal to minus 3, then next will be x minus 4. And if this line is to the right of y-axis, x equal to 1 2 3 4. And what will be the equation of the y-axis itself? For all the y-axis, x will always be equal to 0. Therefore, equation of y-axis themselves is equal to x equal to 0. So here we can write what is equation of x-axis, what y is equal to 0, what is equation of y-axis, that is x is equal to 0. Let me write it down. Equation of y-axis is x equal to 0, and equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. What is the line dividing first and third quadrant? Y is equal to x. What is the line dividing second and third quadrant, fourth quadrant? That is y is equal to minus x.